Hey guys, Furum here, and today I'm going to be testing the Peugeot Onyx in Asphalt 9 multiplayer in its max free try multiplayer season. Before we get too much into the video, I'd just like to mention I'll be streaming this Saturday at the usual time, 5:30 p.m. GMT, and although I cannot play the Bugatti Divo special event since I don't have the Apollo IE, we still have the Huracan D-Class Grand Prix, which we can still do, as well as multiplayer, which has generally been the main focus of my streams anyway. I'll be streaming on my new setup, so hopefully 1080p at 60 FPS should work just fine, and I hope to see you all there. Now, this car was one that I thoroughly enjoyed driving. It's probably one of the most fun cars that has come to Asphalt 9 for a while. It's just extremely reliable, very agile, the top speed is very good for its class. Overall, it's just a very fun car. I'm pretty sure it's going to come in Unleashed, not entirely certain about that though, but if it does, it's definitely a good one I would say to spend tokens on. It's not as fast as the VALHALLA, but its acceleration and handling are very good, and I think it will be a fairly reliable multiplayer car. However, its nitro efficiency is not the best, and I think this might be its biggest weakness, especially if you get this car at lower stars. I can imagine it running out pretty fast, but if you can get it to probably at least 3 or 4 stars, this one will probably do pretty well in multiplayer. I haven't yet decided whether I'm going to try to get it or not if it does in fact come in Unleashed. I will probably have like 4 to 5-ish thousand tokens at the time. I had more than that, but I spent about 9,000 tokens on the packs that came with the Devo to get the Carrera GT at 2 stars, which is one that I have recorded some races for. I also got the Vanda at 2 stars, the CX-75 at 3 stars, and the Genti at 1 star. Definitely planning to make some videos out of those soon, as well as, of course, the Jesko at 4 stars, which is recorded and just waiting to be edited together. You guys have noticed that I've been uploading more frequently recently over the past month to a month and a half or so. There's just been a lot going on in the game, or games recently actually, since I've come back to Asphalt 8. And, well, school has started back for me, but it's not gotten into the crazy part yet, so I'm still able to upload fairly often now, too. In this race, we made it to Pro League. I've always thought it was funny how in the races where this happens, up top, your color still shows as the league you were in before, but at the bottom, it shows the color of the league you are going into. Like there, up top was silver, and at the bottom was gold. Just thought that was pretty interesting. An increasing number of people have been asking me recently that given everything that's been happening in Asphalt 9 over the past few weeks, am I going to quit the game? And the answer is no, I do not plan to quit the game. First of all, because, well, there isn't really anything to go to at this point, like there isn't any successor to it yet, and I haven't found any game that you guys are as interested in. So that's why I'm going to continue to play it, obviously continue to play it without spending money, because really, I think that that will be very valuable in these current times, especially because it's becoming more and more difficult to be able to do that. So no, I am not going to be quitting Asphalt 9. The number of cars I'm able to get will probably go down, considering that 4 out of 5 in this update so far you cannot get without spending real money on. But of course, I'm still going to try to get as many as I can, and even if I can't get all of the new cars, there's still plenty of older ones that I have to upgrade. I mean, just recently I 6-starred the McLaren 570S, probably going to be a video about that sometime. I'm 15 away, I think, from 6-starring the Huera BC. So yeah, there's still going to be plenty of content for the game. Plenty of these older cars are still good in the game. So, even though a lot of the newer cars are difficult to get, as we can see, multiplayer is still pretty active. Some people have told me that it's dead. It doesn't really seem like that to me. However, up in Legend League, it is sort of dead, because there isn't really much point in being in Legend League anymore, because you don't get any rewards for the leagues. That's one of the biggest mistakes I believe that Gameloft has made in multiplayer recently, is removing the league rewards, because now everybody just tries to stay back into Platinum, because there's more people there, and therefore people can get more milestones per races. It's easier to find people that way, and just in general, it makes more sense to stay there. Also, in Legend League, you can only face other Legend League people, which is fine in general, except for the fact that you are now decentivizing people from actually getting to Legend League, so that's kind of a little bit of a mess. I can definitely understand that. In this race, we actually are facing Electrolyte, who is a friend of mine back from Asphalt 8. Finally got to race him in Asphalt 9, so GG, man. Now, although I am not going to be quitting Asphalt 9, I am planning to make more videos about other games, including Asphalt 8 and Forza Horizon 4, which I've gotten back to a little bit recently. Asphalt 8 in particular, though, I've recorded some races in the Tuatara, and I'm going to be going for all of the cars that are released in the Agera RS Festival. I've already unlocked the DSE tents, which you get on the first day. I bought the premium pass for 2,000 tokens. Some people have wondered where I've got my tokens from. Well, before I quit the game, I had approximately 7,500 tokens or so saved up, so that is what I have been using for these last couple of premium pass purchases that I've done. Now, though, I'm down to just below 4,000, so definitely hoping to get those up a little bit more in the future. I've not actually completed a festival all the way through before, which you have to do in order to get the Jesko and the Agera in this one, so that'll be interesting. Definitely going to try to do it, but if anyone has any tips on the festivals for me, I will gladly listen to them because it is a relatively new sort of event for me, given that most of them have come in the time that I have taken my vacation from the game, let's just say. Given what's been happening in Asphalt 9 recently, an increasing number of people have been asking me about Asphalt 10. Now, it has been rumored that there will not be an Asphalt 10, but these really are just rumors, and honestly, I don't think there's any more chance of there not being an Asphalt 10 than there is of there being one, if that makes sense. Basically, I'm trying to say we just really don't know yet. If we do get one, it will likely be in 2.5 years or so. The reason why I'm saying that is because it took approximately 5 years for Asphalt 9 to come out after Asphalt 8, and it's been about 2.5 years since Asphalt 9 has first released at this point. So that's when I would suspect a potential Asphalt 10 to come out. I know there have also been some rumors recently that probably have a little bit more behind them of an Asphalt Nitro 2 coming. If you guys don't know, Asphalt Nitro is basically a light version of Asphalt 8. It's technically a completely different game with different tracks and everything, but you can tell that it was pretty much patterned directly after it just to be a smaller version of that game. I downloaded it to try it out because it was actually one that I hadn't played. That's pretty much what it is. Asphalt 8, but just not as interesting. And Asphalt Nitro 2 would probably be like the same thing, but for Asphalt 9. A sort of stripped down version of the game to be smaller for people who might not have as much storage on their devices, for example. If such a game does come out, I will most likely try it, possibly do some recording with it. If I do, that would be my first recording on mobile, because as far as I know, you can't get the current Asphalt Nitro on PC, so likely a second one you couldn't get on PC either. So now it's time for my general review about the Peugeot Onyx. As you've seen throughout the video, it's been a very agile and easy to drive car. Most of you have probably tried it in the multiplayer season and can attest to that. It's got very good top speed, acceleration, and handling, none of which are the best in class, but they are still extremely good. The nitro efficiency is probably the weakest point, but even that, as you've seen, hasn't really caused this car a real detriment because its acceleration is so good that it doesn't really need a whole lot of nitro to be able to get up to and stay at its top speed. Now, how this car will do in a normal multiplayer season, which is always something that I do like to test, is something that we'll have to wait and see about, but definitely something that I want to do. I had a lot of fun in this season, and I'm definitely going to try to finish this one in at least top 100 as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like the video if you have enjoyed, and consider subscribing for more Asphalt and other games content, and to get notified of my stream this weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!